checking that sometimes we use the simple past, but if the action continues, the person is alive, I will use the present perfect. That is a very, very English thing that you may not use in your languages. So we are going to do that for writing a biography. So biography is something that relates to a person. Like yesterday we were talking about our parents, for example. And we're going to write a biography, and let's see how you're going to deal with the tenses. Tenses is like the grammar. Yes, the tenses. So if you write a biography of a person who is dead, all the verbs are going to be in the simple past, okay? Because the person is no longer with us. So if I talk about my father, who passed in 2020, I will talk about his autobiography, saying he was a photographer, he was a journalist, he liked this, he liked that. In his free time, he liked doing this or that. Why? Because he's no longer with us. So I'm going to talk about my father in the past. But if I talk about my mother, then I'm going to use a mix. Because she was a teacher, but then now she's not a teacher anymore. Now she's a grandma, busy grandma, with all the things for a grandma. So I can use a past for all the finished situations with her. If the person is alive, all finished actions will be in the past. For example, my mother was a teacher, she's not a teacher anymore. For example, he was born, he went to university, he worked in a bank. Then, specific actions in her life. He got married, he moved from one house to another, or he moved to another country, another city, something that they did only once or twice, let's say, but it's like past. Hein is here. And the next one is however. Be careful here. However, you must use the present perfect for unfinished actions. These actions, I will make this red. These actions started in the past and are still true right now. So if the person is still doing something, like they were swimming and now they are still swimming, then you will say that they have swum like all their life. Yes? For example, he has lived in Los Angeles since his wedding. So if you talk about father, mother, grandpa, whoever, and the person is still alive, you're going to use both past simple and present perfect. Just like Matt Damon. Yes? You can also use this text if you want. Because Matt Damon is alive. He's living in, where was he living? In California? In Los Angeles, right? Los Angeles with their 4 daughters. Okay. So he's still alive. He has all this past simple, present perfect situation. You will repeat the same when you write your biography. Choose the person for this biography that is interesting, an interesting life. It can be anyone. It can be a famous person. Yeah. It can be someone that you know. It can be someone in your family. Now, what happens with the present simple and continuous? For example, to talk about the present, if I want to say that my mother goes to the gym every day because she's alive, and I want to say that she goes to the gym every day, I can say it in the present simple, okay? Unless it's something that she has always been doing, like she has always driven a car or something that she has done. So choose your tenses wisely. I don't think you will use the present simple so much. Maybe if I ask you what is he doing for during his free time, he says, oh well, he goes to the gym every day. He runs a marathon every Sunday. He likes traveling. So you can use the present simple for this present life. So you're going to write a biography of someone you know. It can be a famous person. If you don't have anyone, it can be a famous person. They have to be alive. They have to be alive. Plan and make notes for each paragraph. So I wanted to make the plan first. I want to see your paragraph 1, where and when they were born. Yes, they are past simple life. For example, my mother was born in this town in 1951, and she lived in a house and she went to this school. I don't know, like something past. For the paragraph number 2, you will talk about their young adult life when they were 20, 30 years old. This is going to be a past simple unless it's an unfinished situation. Unless it is an unfinished situation. For example, if she moved to this town at 20 and now she's 73 and still living in the same town. So no. Paragraph 3, their later life and their life now. Past simple, present perfect. Here you can have a mix when they are 40, 50, 60, 70. Yeah? Divide it, plan your notes, and show me your notes before you start writing. Okay? So if I choose a person that is still alive, for example, it can be an uncle. Yes, and this uncle, I talk about where he lived as a child, but then he moved maybe, so I will talk about where he's living now. Yes, present perfect if you want. The person moved a lot. Check your tenses. Plan this. You're going to plan who? You're going to plan paragraphs 1, 2, and 3. Very briefly, what do you want to talk about? Yes? So just a sketch, a skeleton, as I like to call it. So think about the person that you talked about yesterday. That is a good example because you practiced with me. Maybe you remember all the answers. Talked about father, mother, husband. You can talk about this person if you want. More or less clear what you have to do?